If you're learning German since a while and are still confused between nominative, accusative and dative, what are they? How to identify them? Then watch this video till the end. The hardest part for a German learner in this German language is to identify and understand nominative, accusative and dative. Let's learn it today in a very easier way. First, doer in a sentence will always be nominative. Doer, nominative. Second, the kind of verb will decide the object. That means an accusative verb will follow an accusative object, and if the verb is dative, the following object will be dative. Now let's begin with the explanation part. If I consider English to be a language, then in English we have two things, namely subject and object. Let's understand what is this subject and object in a very clearer way. So subject, just remember, is the doer, or a person or a thing which is performing an action. For example, if I say I am writing on the board, who is performing the action? I. So I will be the subject. Moving over to object. Object is a thing on which the action is performed. As in, if I am saying I am writing on the board, I will be the doer, and actually board is the object on which action is performed. So that's the object. Now let's study this thing in German. Now see, identifying nominative in a German sentence is really easy. You just have to see who's the subject or who's the doer, who's the person or the thing which is performing an action. That in a German sentence will be nominative. This is the easiest part. For example, Paula is baking a cake. Paula is the doer. In German sentence, Paula will be nominative. I and my brother are watching Netflix. I and my brother, both of them, are the doer, so we both will be nominative. Coming over to objects. So, objects in German are of two types, accusative object and dative object. Now, the kind of verb will decide what will come further. If you are having an accusative verb, the following object will become accusative. If you are having a dative verb, then the following object will become dative. Let's see a few examples. I have two sentences here. Ich besuche den Lehrer. And the second one, ich helfe dem Lehrer. Let's see them one by one. The first sentence, the first thing that we have to identify here is nominative. And that's really easy, you could do it yourself. The doer, the performer of an action will be nominative. I am visiting the teacher, I am performing an action. Ich is nominative. Now I am visiting the teacher. The teacher is the object on which the action is performed. Yeah. So the teacher is object. How would we get to know if this is an accusative or a dative object? That is with our verb. If our verb will be accusative, the following object will be accusative object. And if our verb will be dative, then the following object will be dative. So here in this case, the verb is an accusative verb. So den Lehrer will be accusative object. So the next sentence, ich helfe dem Lehrer. I help the teacher. Again, it is easy to identify nominative here because that's the doer. And again, we are having an object here, den Lehrer. Now, what kind of object will be den Lehrer depends on the verb helfen. And helfen is a dative verb. So dative verb will follow dative object. So I hope these two rules are clear to you. First, the doer in a sentence will always be nominative, and the kind of verb will decide what kind of object will come forward. If the verb is accusative, then an accusative object will come, and if the verb is dative, then a dative object will come. Now we do have another category of verb. These verbs are not purely accusative and are not purely dative. So, if you are having these kind of verbs, then you have to follow the rule tabbed. Things, accusative, people, dative. Let's take an example of tab and understand it. So, in this sentence you could see, it's written, wir kaufen der Mutter den Kuli. We buy the mother the pen. Now, understanding and identifying nominative here is very easy. The person or a thing which is performing an action, the doer, wir. We are buying, no? So, wir is nominative. Now, we have two objects here, mother and coolie. These both could be dative, these both could be accusative, or one could be dative, other could be accusative. How we will get to know? We will get to know by our verb. And our verb is kaufen. And this is actually not a pure accusative verb and neither a pure dative verb. So I have categorized it as a Wechsel verb. And with Wechsel verb, we have this rule TAPD, tabbed. Things become accusative, people become dative. So here, person is Mutter, is mother. So Mutter will be dative object, person dative, and thing is coolie. So thing is an accusative object. TA, things accusative. So this is also a trick that you could use to identify which object is accusative, which object is dative. I said that in my last video as well, and I'm repeating that in this video, that this is just a trick and not a formula that would apply everywhere. I have already made a video on this rule, TAPD, tab, and have shared a trick how to identify if the verbs are accusative or are dative. Please check this video and know more.